YouTube, what's going on? We are going to break down what makes Auburn so fast. Let's see how it goes. Auburn's done some crazy stuff in the past, and I feel like everybody's known that. This year in particular, it has gotten ridiculous, bro. Coach Ken Harden, he's a genius. He understands track and field in a way that most people don't. And the thing about track and field is that everybody understands it because it's just running in a straight line. But it's really the degree to which you understand it on a zoomed in lens and the degree to which you understand it on a zoomed all the way out lens. And the best coaches can zoom all the way in and zoom all the way out. Let's see. Let's get straight into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into it. What are we waiting for?
All right, how we feeling?
I'm gonna die.
We're all gonna die eventually, but not today.
No! Even philosophically, you can tell you're talking to a smart person when they just say philosophical stuff to funny responses like that. It may be a little annoying sometimes and a little corny, but that's how you're dealing with somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Under control through here.
Take hold as well as DJI too. We'll get into
3 160s. We're working on good acceleration for the first 30 meters, right? We're working on tap the hands through the exchange zone, get up and tall. I want the hips tall when we get in the straightaway, but I want to be on top of them, right? And then I want to keep everything here. I don't want to drift the shoulders back at all. Just stay on top all the way home.
All right, so as he explained here, this workout is pretty intense and it's short and sweet. He likes to stay in the range where you are pushing it super hard, but you're never all out. You're always going to leave a little bit in the tank and you're going to focus on things that'll translate over to when you're going all out in a race day. Now, with it being a 160, you may think this is a 200 workout, but really it is a 4x1 workout. This workout is for relays and for the betterment of speed that way. You could say it's 200, and it will work to 200 a little bit too, but the whole goal is to be able to, as you saw, you want to get up to speed, you want to get up to a nice speed. And once you get up that speed, instead of just trying to hammer that little type extra 1 to 3 miles per hour, what he wants to do is he wants you to focus on easy speed, easy speed maintenance, easy speed extension from the point you reach that top speed post acceleration, and how long can you stretch it? And the ways that you can do that is with arms and with staying in correct body position. If the shoulders stay in front, that means your center of mass is slightly in front of you, and what that's going to keep you is in a aggressive position that will help you run fast.
We're looking for about 16 flat for 150, right? So about 17.5, 150 pace for you.
Okay. Run flat for 150.
Let's work today.
That's
Body
not
feel good?
Insanely fast, especially for these guys. 95%. For instance, I ran 15 flat and I go 20.7. Well, I ran 15.5 and I go 20.7. All the way maxed out.
Smooth. Good top. Stay under control through here.
See, control, relaxation, rhythm. All those things are there. You see it all. It's smooth. It's a little slow, but it is smooth. You're probably going to have to pick it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm not going to lie.
How do I feel?
First one.
The other thing with Coach Ken that you see in the Auburn program is that this is also what you want to look for if you're looking for a coach or not. Do they have sprinters of all body types that are fast? That's what you want to ask yourself. Coach Ken has tall guys that look like me, tall guys that look like Dario Matal that are pretty skinny. He has short guys on the roster who are a little bit more stocky, like this guy right here, and then short guys who are more skinny, like Azim Fahmy. He has all, and as well as short guys who are really stocky, like Kenya Solejai. Coach Ken Harden and Auburn literally have a sprinter of every body type that runs super fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way to tell it's a good program.
It's always a little tough. The second one gonna be better though. The first one and the third one are always the hardest ones.
First and third are always the hardest, true.
You got like 10 minutes now?
You got like 10 minutes. They're gonna do 10 to 12 minutes full recovery.
16.4 for 160. You popped out, but he ran the turn, didn't he? Yeah. First step's got to push. Then you don't have to go run after him, but it's a little quick. So you guys got
10 minutes.
You're spot on. They just ran too fast. They should have been 8 meters further back from that. You're fine. We're going to run a couple of 190s here and maybe 3 of them.
So
keep them under
even for the 200 group is doing 190s. The 100 group is only doing 160.
control. We're aiming for about 20.5, which is 21.5 pace for the 200. So we're in a 3-point start. Right? Good turn. Make sure the right hand comes across the body.
And they're only going at
Make sure we're tapping
pace.
down
So like
the first 30 of the straightaway, and then we're
calm.
under control.
I mean,
Do not race,
like
please.
And that right there is a lesson in momentum. The one advantage to being a bigger sprinter is that you can maintain your speed a lot more easily and you slow down a lot slower most of the time. Unless your mechanics are really bad, if you're a heavier sprinter, you will slow down slower, meaning your top end speed will be a little bit better. And speed maintenance.
Run 21.5, I said. Run 19.3, they did.
19.3.
Just keep it controlled. Still work your first 30, but then stay controlled. Hey, work on being up here nice and tall, right? Keep tall at the hips, push the foot down underneath you on the straight.
And the other thing too is that if you're watching this workout and you're listening to what he's saying the same things over and over again. So the two main things that he's preaching is do not go all out. Do not push yourself all out. Don't push yourself all out. And the second thing is be tall at the hips, but on top of the hips, that's when the shoulders come forward. So the tallness is all about the lower body. The forwardness is all about the upper body. So you don't want to be forward at the hips and tall upper body, which is what a lot of people do. That's wrong and ends up making them have bad top end speed, bad speed maintenance, bad energy expenditure. If you do the opposite, good run.
That's better. Good. Stay smooth right here. Good. Hold the hip, tap the hand. Very nice. Hold it. Beautiful.
Up.
How'd that feel? So that was 1953, not 2153.
1953.
But we already knew that. That was 16.6. So it felt much easier, right, than the one before. But all because you both stood up tall and you didn't get here, right? Because on the first one, we got in the straightaway and we just got lazy and dropped the hips because we dropped the shoulders. Cool? All right, stay in there. It's very nice. One more. Just working on some things with both Ian and Azim. They have a tendency to drop the shoulders. And when they do, they drop the hips. So we want to stay nice and tall and allow our foot to tap underneath the hip. Obviously, with Maka and Dario, we know that anytime I give a time, we run a little bit faster than that. It's hard for them not to, right? They're both running really well at the moment. So it's exciting. Sometimes I feel bad for Ty because Ty goes out and runs the time and he looks like he's getting left behind, but he's actually running the correct tempo. It's his first year in the program. So a year from now, he'll anticipate what's coming from Maka. But he's excited about that group. They're running really well.
I know we're in the middle of more of an individual workout, but what's the program for getting these guys together for the 4x1?
So normally we do relay practice at least once a week and we'll rotate between the guys. We don't always practice the same order, just so everybody's got a chance to do some things, because obviously when they go home to their country, they might not be running that leg again. So give them a chance to be comfortable with whatever leg. So
everything too is that Coach Ken is also super considerate. You will rarely see coaches care about little things like that, where your season after you're with me, I'm going to keep that in mind. You don't really see that, but he does it, so it's great.
We'll probably come out Thursday and do some of that stuff because those guys aren't competing this weekend. They have the weekend off. So we generally compete every other weekend, which gives us a 10-day training block. Yeah. So sometimes we put Ty in this group and we make Maka and Dario run behind him because he's the only one that'll actually run the tempo. So
This one?
One thing about Dario, he always going to be saying something funny.
set, up. Here we go. Good hand. Keep the hands in front, tight. 20.7.
You feel, Micah?
Feels good. It's my second year in the program, so I'm pretty much used to it. The tempo never gets easy. You're running with people like Dario here, you can always bring your A game. Easy.
You're what, 3 days removed from running sub 20? Do you feel that in your legs right now, or?
Past 2 days have been hard, but now I'm flashing back in and I feel pretty good, but the soreness is still there. A bit of it.
And that's what people don't realize. When you run a fast time, your body is going to be sore for a long time. If you run, even with Jacoby Tharp, when he went 12.7, he said that he could have run faster that race. He probably could have went 12.7 low, but he wasn't going to run faster in the final because that time is just so fast. Your body literally would be like, hold on. You're going to need at least 10 days recovery for it. That's typically...
All right, how are we feeling?
I'm going to die.
We're all going to die eventually, but not today and not right now. Then go beat them. No, just stick with what you're doing. Execute, right? At the end of the day, can't run their race better than they can run their race. So run yours. Up. Tap the hand. Good. Stay tall. Linear. 16.8. 17.9. Very nice.
Last one, it's over.
The other thing is if you're going fast in practice,
That was a good day.
you got to
How
have
you
full
feel,
recovery,
Z?
bro. Like, you can't physically go 100% and then do it again. You need 12, 15. You need that type of time.
That one you just pushed off the back foot. When you get in the straightaway, you're moving really nice and everything's straight. When you go to relax a little bit, you're sitting a little bit, right? And then you have to try to pick it back up to stay with him. You've got to keep the hips up into the straightaway. Yeah. Very nice. Good work. Yeah, I like that. All right, we're in the weight room.
I'm good. Trust me, I'm good.
Y'all be ready for tomorrow.
So the crew's doing 160s and 190s.
Mm-hmm.
What will they do in the next few days?
So we've got a dynamic lift today, and I don't know if you want to come and watch that, but so they've got a pretty aggressive lift this afternoon. And tomorrow we'll keep everything short. So we'll do a 20-meter sled pull, followed immediately by a 20-meter block start, and have about 8 minutes rest, and we'll do 4 sets of that. We'll keep everything very short because obviously they're going to be sore from the weights today.
So he said today they had a longer, more intense session coupled with a weight room session, right? And then he's saying that tomorrow they have a sled and a block session. So when, as a normal athlete, when you're thinking those two things, you're like, that's a lot. I'm saying, but what you don't realize is that the sleds and the blocks, when they are that short, when they're under 30 meters, when they're only 20 meters, you're gonna get some recovery out of that. It's something that you want to do following an extremely intense day that'll help start recovery. And then you also get to work on technique and form and things like that as well. And what I'm probably thinking is that when they do sleds, they're not doing them 110% all out, trying to push a sled as fast as they can. They're focusing more on angles and full consistent pushes and then replicating that with a block start. So it's more about technique. And when you focus and prioritize technique above the amount of force you're producing, then good things happen.
And then they do their second lift, which is an upper body lift tomorrow. And then Thursday we have a
Back-to-back
recovery
lifts is
day.
crazy, though.
And then Friday we're back on the track. So we'll probably do exchanges on Friday with the A guys. And the guys not running this weekend, obviously the guys running on this weekend will have pre-meet on Friday. And then the ones not running will do a workout Saturday morning before we have the meet. And it'll be a long workout, so they'll run 250s.
Set, up, move.
How tall is the
Stay right there, stay right there. Just think position.
Like, that's what I want y'all to realize. Dario is like, he's not almost my height. I'm 6'2". I'm closer to Dario's height than I am to Chiramba's height. So Chiramba got to be at least, I don't even know, he might be 6'5". Or, I don't know, bro. I thought Chiramba was my height, but Dario is tall. Dario is not a short dude.
I'm not listening. 20.6 is maybe 21.5.
How you feel?
I feel good. Feel tired, but that's how I feel after a weekend of competition. But it's a good workout day. It's always hard training with these guys, but I feel good.
Bro, this dude does not sound like that, bro. This dude has a thick South African
good,
accent. He putting on for the camera.
20.6?
That's what you wanted, Coach Skid.
He said,
Yeah, it's on, right? Like, the fact that we can come and do that on the third one
come on, bro.
shows a little bit of fitness. At the end of the day, both of you ran fast this weekend, but it was rusty, right? It didn't look pretty. So we got to keep doing the work, right? We 8 weeks out. We can't back off just yet. Everybody else can back off. We can't. Yeah. Nice work. Weight room. That's a good job.
There we go, chat. I'm thinking about that is that, like, if you can notice in this session, it was the little things. It really was the little things. Like, you may do the same workout, and a lot of other programs may do that same workout, but it's the attention to detail, right? A lot of coaches, what they'll either do is they'll either under cue or over cue. So they'll either say, if they're under cueing, they're going to be like, just run, do the workout. They're not going to tell you what to do or what to change it. They might tell you, oh, yeah, arms could have been better today post-workout, but what's that going to do? You know? Now, on the other hand, some coaches might over cue, and they might say, shoulders forward, hips tall. Next rep, they're going to say, okay, more on your arms. Okay, they're going to say, get your chin down. So you're not really going to have the chance to actually brain any of those things in your mind. You're just playing around with them. So it's like, okay, rep chin down, this rep this rep that. And you might be able to execute the reps well, but they're not going to translate well. Now, on the other hand, with Coach Ken, if you across all of his videos, he accused the same two things in different ways. So that's what you want to be consistent with your cues, because at the end of the day, you're trying to make it subconscious within their brain. So it has to be something that they experience over and over and over and over and over and over again. So just understanding that psychology and being able to implement it in so many different ways, in so many different workouts, and understand what it feels like through the first 10 meters, what it feels like when it's sled on, what it feels like when you're under fatigue after 150 meters, what it feels like in all those different scenarios. That's when you can really improve your speed, and not only improve your speed, but improve your mechanics so that you can just run better times consistently. So that's why, part of the reason why Auburn is so great. Probably going to react to the Jacoby Tharp video too. So stay tuned for that. Like, comments, and subscribe. Peace.
When we hit the pothole, I worried we'd be stranded for.
Like, subscribe, peace. YouTube. What's going on? It's Want to Get Faster back. Want to Get Faster? I got you. What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Leon, aka Want to Get Faster, aka Scarmoochie, aka Big Mooch, in the cut. And today we are recording a video getting into why Auburn is so fast. And we're going to be reacting to Auburn Sprint Factory, the video from last year by Track All Access, to do so.